moment, I will play music to help us step into this shared time of reflection. And so I invite you to breathe and get comfortable, feel your body held in this space, and turn your attention inward. Notice how you are as we arrive together tonight. Find a word or phrase that captures how you are as we arrive. Notice if there's something you're carrying that you wish to set down during this time of reflection and prayer. Notice if there's a longing you are carrying for this time, something you're seeking. Feel free to name it, to write it down if you have a journal on hand, and to intentionally hand it to God for safekeeping. I'll play a song and give you a chance to find that word or phrase that captures how you are, and to notice what you'd like to set down and set into the hands of God during this time of prayer.
Come all ye tender-hearted, we do entreat, both far and near. Come and lay down your lonesome burden. Come and rest with us here.
Let us pray. And again, for the Examen, you might like to have on hand a journal, unless you know yourself and a journal might become a distraction. Then just embrace the stillness and the quiet and notice what comes to you in this time of prayer. So as we begin from our pit stop along the journey of Lent, we draw our awareness to the presence of God. And take a moment now, again, to breathe, to feel held, and to attune yourself to the divinity, the spirit of life that is always here and now. How do you tend to experience God's presence? With a kind of longing, in a smile shared, a hand held, a chance encounter, a heart broken open through connection and solidarity. In the grass, finally released from the snow, the shocking pink of a sunset. Birdsong. Breathe and notice, allowing your breath to mirror divine Ruach, the breath of God that creates all things anew. As I play some music. Having become more aware of the presence of God, let me say a word now about our centering principle for tonight's Examen prayer: lament and hope. Taking stock of lament and hope on this pit stop of Lent. So, to center and ground our shared Examen tonight, here is a quote from the book This Here Flesh by Cole Arthur Riley, creator of Black liturgies. And Riley speaks about the relationship between lament and hope. And notice if there's a word or phrase from this passage or from between the lines that particularly stirs you tonight. Receive it as an invitation from the Spirit. Lament is not anti-hope. It's not even a stepping stone to hope. Lament itself is a form of hope. It's an innate awareness that what is should not be, as if something is written on our hearts that tells us exactly what we are meant for. And whenever confronted with something contrary to this, we experience a crumbling. And in the rubble, we say, God, you promised. We ask, why? And how could we experience such a devastation if we were not on some mysterious plane hoping for something different? Our hope can be only as deep as our lament is, and our lament as deep as our hope. So, friends, let us welcome deeply what comes in our shared time of prayer tonight: lament and hope. Let us welcome it all, bringing it all before God. So, having become more aware of the divine presence in our midst, we will look back now on our Lenten journey so far. Consider the path, your life's journey over the last month or so. And imagine that you really are pausing at an observation point at the top of a hard hike, maybe that began about a month ago with the start of Lent. Imagine that God is with you. And together turn and look back and take a God's eye view of your Lenten journey so far. Notice, what were the peaks and valleys in your life and in the life of our world? Perhaps you have been weighed down by all that is happening in our nation and our world, carrying concern for the violence, displacement, and uncertainty around us. Perhaps you have been consumed by more personal demands, caring for a loved one who is ill, attending to your own healing, facing professional or financial or vocational concerns, celebrating moments of joy, racing to keep up with the busyness of the day-to-day as these seasons shift around us. Where was expansiveness, freedom, energy, hope on your journey this past month? Where was constriction, confusion, fear? Simply try to recall your Lenten journey as it has unfolded, turning the complexity and creative chaos of your lived experience into a narrative, or simply letting the Spirit lead you from snapshot to snapshot in no particular order. You could map your life. What landmarks make it to the map? Sit with your journey in the stillness, perhaps journaling, perhaps drawing, and see what comes up as I play a little bit more music.
Why didn't you tell? Why didn't I know? Landscapes blurred by rain, mountains covered in snow. Why didn't I see the forest on fire behind the trees? Why didn't I feel? Why didn't you show the cracks under the bridge, the gaps along the road? Why didn't I see the forest on fire behind the trees?
Another moment to survey the journey so far during Lent, noticing what comes to you and letting the rest go for now. As we turn towards gratitude. So as you look back at the path of your Lenten journey, what particular moments, large or small, do you wish to savor from your life over these last few weeks? For what are you most grateful? Where did you feel most held, most joyful, most seen? Where was delight, consolation? Where was energy and love? Where was there a sense of the fullness of life, even in times of grief or resistance? For what and for whom are you grateful? Bask in these moments of gratitude for several minutes, jotting them down in your journal if you wish. And I'll play a little more music for you. Attend to gratitude for another few moments, really savoring whatever has come to your heart and mind. Now, perhaps as you've reflected on this journey, there have been moments where you would like perhaps a redo. Um, Turn now to the parts of the past month or so that you wish you could do again. Were there stuck points? Parts of the journey you find yourself mulling over still? Places where you tripped along the path? Points of pain and disappointment? Interchanges you'd rather not remember or memories obscured because you could not be present at the time. Attend to all of those moments now. And we all have those moments as much as you're able, holding what comes to you and holding your own self with grace, aware that you are in the loving presence of a God who knows you, who calls you beloved, who has journeyed with you and journeys with you still. Feel free to journal and pray as I play some more music.
Renew and strengthen us. Renew and strengthen us to live mindfully this day, to live mindfully this day, to live mindfully this day, to live mindfully this day.
Take another few moments to reflect on the pieces of the last month of your life that hold some sense of stuckness, and see if you can release those pieces to God. Finally, it's time to turn our gaze from this pit stop, this observation point on our Lenten journey, to look at the path ahead. As far as you can tell, what lies before you in the coming weeks on this path from here to Easter? Are there challenging stretches along the path you're anticipating? Rocky patches, shady spots where you might rest again? Are there cairns of remembrance rocks stacked by fellow travelers along the way where you might pause to place a stone yourself? Sections of the path obscured from view. The skies look blue. Are there places where your path may converge more fully with others, calling you to walk alongside, to lend and receive a steadying hand? As you look at the journey ahead, as much as any of us can, what help do you need along the way to make the rest of this journey as you long to make it? Bring your needs, your hopes, your desires to God as a friend. Share them with Jesus, with whom we all journey toward Jerusalem.
Y para agradecer lo extraño de simplemente ser un alma curiosa, singular, compleja en su calma y tempestad. Dime, ¿por qué será? Dime, ¿por dónde vas? Dime. Y en el amanecer, cuando todo va a cambiar, todo de color, y vemos aparecer un mundo lleno de belleza y de dolor. Dime, ¿por qué será? Dime, ¿por dónde vas? Dime, ¿de dónde somos? Dime. Y dime, ¿por qué será? Dime, ¿en dónde estamos? Dime, ¿por qué?
Take another moment
Y por
to ask God for the help you need.
a la gente del libro, pretendiendo entender los enigmas del universo. Dime,
With hope and assurance that the prayers we offer may be heard.
dime, ¿de dónde somos? Dime, dime, y dime, ¿por qué será? Dime, ¿en dónde estamos? Dime, ¿por qué?
And so it's just about time to depart our pit stop. As we prepare to head on the road, I invite you to pause once more and take stock of this half hour or so that we've shared together. In your journal or simply in your mind and heart, notice what has shifted for you, if anything, during this time of prayer. What are the fruits of this examen for you tonight? A feeling, a memory, an image, a question, a moment of surprise, a word or phrase or insight or felt bodily sense that came to you as you reflected and prayed. Attend to one small gift that you received from this practice and savor it. And then, when you're ready, in a word or phrase, I invite you to pop the fruits of your examen, of our shared examen experience, into the chat, a gift of the Spirit you'd like to carry with you in the days and weeks ahead. So savor the fruits of this time, and I'll play just a little bit of music as a blessing. you haven't already found it, find that word or phrase that captures the fruits of the prayer practice, the grace that you carry with you from this place. Taking a few more moments to breathe and to be held before the world beyond this time calls back to us.
We will hold you in the light and walk with you. Come into the light of God. We will share your tears with you. We will face your fears with you. Come into the light of
Though I'm seeing in the chat such beautiful graces, delighting in the later sunsets, hopeful, faithful, believing, gratitude, perseverance, rest, and appreciation, the grace of being cared for and carried, remembering joy amidst the chaos, and opening, reassurance, peace, a sense of rest, companionship with Christ, and on and on and on. With that, folks, I'd like to say a huge, huge thank you to taking this time to be together, and a huge thank you to Mary Beth Cassidy and to Ignatian Young Adult Ministries and the Office of Ignatian Spirituality for hosting this event. I know it felt good to me to have a little time to breathe and some spaciousness and some sense of solidarity in the middle of a difficult Lenten season. As we continue our Lenten journeys, may the depths of whatever laments and whatever hopes you carry be matched. May the peace of Christ heal our world's brokenness and illuminate our shared beauty, and may God bless us all as we continue along the path to Easter.